Hello everyone, ZSlayerJ here, and we have a ton of Nintendo's news to go over today. Earlier this week and last week we got a Mario Direct that had a ton of announcements for Mario's 35th anniversary, along with a new Hyrule Warriors game, so let's get into it. So like I said, we had a ton of announcements from the Mario Direct. Although almost all of it had been leaked beforehand, we did get some surprise announcements. To kick things off, we found out about a new Game & Watch system that will play the original Super Mario Bros., as well as function as a clock, along with 35 little touches to discover, whatever that means. While this isn't really for me, it seems like a neat little collector's item. I doubt actually many people will actually bring it along with them to play Super Mario Bros., since you can play that on the Switch already, but I'm sure it will sell out and be a collector's item. Next up, we got an announcement of a port of Super Mario 3D Worlds coming to the Switch in February next year. The port will feature new content called Bowser's Fury. While we didn't get any real info on the additional content, they did show a little, teaser trailer. I missed out on this Mario game, so I'm excited to try it out, and I have to say, I love the main theme for the game, which sadly I can't play here. It might be actually one of my more favorite Mario tunes that I've heard. Moving along, we got the first of two rather controversial announcements, and the controversy actually has nothing to do with the quality of the games, it's something else, and I'll go over that a bit later in this new session. That aside, they announced, drum roll. Come on, Josh, do the drum roll. Seriously, man, come on. The most surprising announcement ever, something never, ever done before. Another Battle Royale game. Yay. In Super Mario Bros. 35 people played the original Super Mario Bros. And have a Battle Royale. So exciting. More Battle Royales. Seriously, what's next? A Frogger Battle Royale? Oh, you know what? I probably shouldn't have said that because there's gonna be a Frogger Battle Royale now. But yeah, here we are with another Battle Royale. It'll be coming out on October 1st for Nintendo Switch Online members, a service that has pretty significant quality issues and will probably lead to a very laggy experience for everyone who plays. Next, we got one of the bigger surprises, which was Mario Kart Live. It's basically a custom course that you can set up in your living room and use remote control cars to race your friends and family. It seems like a fun idea, although it's pretty pricey at $100, but I'm sure they'll sell out quickly considering almost everyone's still stuck at home. I'm not sure how many times people will use it. It seems like one of those neat ideas that you have like a kind of an impulse buy, and then you'll use it once or twice and will sit in your attic for the next 20 years. They also announced a bunch of other little things like Mario clothing and other various merchandise, along with some new content coming to Mario Maker 2, and it's really nice to see that they're still supporting that game even if it is, a smaller amount of content. After that, we got into the two bigger announcements, first being Mario AllStars, which features the first 3 Mario games, along with the Lost Levels, and it actually has some enhanced graphics coming from the Super NES to the Super NES Switch Online collection. It's already up on the store, and I'm actually pretty excited to play the games again, since Super Mario 3 was basically my early childhood. Finally, Nintendo brought out the big guns and announced Mario 3D All-Stars, which will be a collection of Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. Galaxy 2 is surprisingly missing, but still it's a great collection nonetheless. It does seem like they put the absolute bare minimum effort into the re-releases, as I can't really even call them a remaster. They simply just ported them to the Switch with up-to-date resolutions and higher frame rates. I'm hoping, they said higher frame rates, I'm hoping that means 60 FPS, we'll see. It doesn't seem like they touched up the visuals at all, and I really think Mario 64 could have used a total remake considering the era of gaming it's from. But with Nintendo, you kind of have to take what you can get, I suppose. They are adding in a music player that will let you play any of the music from the 3 games whenever you want, which is a nice feature. I've played Mario 64, but I totally missed out on Sunshine and Galaxy, so I'm pretty excited to finally try them out, especially Galaxy, and I'll be doing a review, so stay posted for that. Now, if we stopped here, this would have been an amazing Direct and a huge win for Nintendo, but Nintendo had to be Nintendo and ruin all the fun because reasons. Nintendo decided that both Mario 3D All-Stars and Super Mario Bros. 35 will be limited time releases. Both will only be available until the end of March, suspiciously right when Nintendo's fiscal quarter ends. I wonder why that is. But Nintendo wouldn't do that, would they? Force people to buy the games and pull them from the stores just to boost their yearly profits? And this isn't just the physical copies of 3D All-Stars, no, both the physical and digital versions will be going away. It's just such a scummy move and ruins all the fun of getting to play these beloved older games, whether it be for the first time or, to get to replay them again. I'll be buying it to review, but I feel really bad for the people who can't afford to buy the game right away, or even people who have been saving up to buy a Switch and might not be able to purchase one before Nintendo stops selling 3D All-Stars. I couldn't care less about Mario 35, but Battle Royales are pretty big right now, and I'm sure a ton of people will enjoy it. I really have no idea why they would take that down. Nintendo's online service is seriously lacking, and they really need to add any value to it that they can. It's such an anti-consumer move. It makes me not want to buy 3D All-Stars even just to review. This is the same tactic Disney pulls with its Vault, only releasing popular older movies for a limited time to create an artificial demand, and it really does work, unfortunately. I really hope this won't become a trend in video games, but if 3D All-Stars sells well, then other companies like EA and Activision will take notice. While they won't do this with their newer games, they do hold the keys to quite a few beloved older games, and it would not surprise me at all to see them start to do limited re-releases of older games. I really can't believe Nintendo is being this anti-consumer, and I'm hoping the bad PR will make them reconsider. Of course, that's what I would have said if Nintendo did decide to announce another new big game and make people stop talking about the controversy. Whoever runs Nintendo's marketing department is a genius, a despicable, disgusting, vile human being, evil genius, but genius nonetheless. So a few days later, Nintendo gave us a surprise announcement for a new Hyrule Warriors game, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. The new game will be a prequel to Breath of the Wild and will feature all of the battles that we heard about in the game. I love the Warriors franchise, and this seems like a perfect fit for it. My biggest issue with the Warriors game is usually the story, since it's almost always the same one in every game regardless of the franchise, so it's amazing to finally see some effort put into the story this time around. In the trailer, they said that Zelda team is working closely with Koei Tecmo, so I do think this will end up being one of the better Warrior games. Personally, I would have preferred to see Fire Emblem Warriors 2, but this still looks great, and it seems like the game will be Nintendo's big holiday release since it's coming out November 20th this year. Now, at the end of the trailer, which, it didn't show much, but it did show some really great looking cutscenes. They said that the next update will be on September 26th. I think this was the date they were originally going to announce Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, but I'm speculating that they moved it up so people would stop talking about the 3D All-Stars limited release BS and start getting hyped about a Breath of the Wild prequel. With the success of Breath of the Wild, it does seem like Nintendo is going full force into making it into a huge franchise, since they are now doing both a prequel and direct sequel, and while that has happened before, it is very rare for them to do so with a Zelda game. I played Fire Emblem Warriors before Hyrule Warriors, and while I enjoyed both games, Fire Emblem added some mechanics that really gave some much needed depth to the gameplay, and I'm really hoping they keep them for, the new Hyrule Warriors game. I'm also hoping that they can fine-tune the progression system and make it a bit less grindy. I was never a huge fan of gathering materials for the skill trees. I really hope they move it to getting skill points as you level your characters to use in the skill trees, like how it works in most other games. I would also like to see some deeper RPG mechanics, something I feel would work very well with the Zelda universe. One of the best parts of Hyrule Warriors was the boss battles, and from the trailer it does seem like those are returning, thankfully. I do think they need to add in some other elements though to shake up the gameplay in some levels and put some extra work into the actual maps themselves. I enjoyed capturing and taking over points on the map, but it could really use some added in depth. I have a million ideas how to improve that, but we would be here all day long with me rambling, so let's just stop right there. I'm interested to see how people feel about all the Mario announcements. If you have a game you're looking forward to, let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know your thoughts on the limited time release for the Mario 3D All-Stars. I'm curious to see what other people's take on it is. And lastly, are you excited as I am for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity? I have no earthly idea why they chose to release it the day after Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out. It's mind-boggling. I want to play both games badly, but sorry, Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be the only thing I play until I beat it, 3 or 4 times. I wish they would have Hyrule Warriors come out maybe 2 weeks earlier so I could play both, but I guess I'll have to wait a bit to play it, but I will be doing reviews for both games. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Doing so really help out the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.